Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 34 yards there and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ballgame.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it. Down score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 19 carries, 67 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He gets this one to Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a draw play for Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Good. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And Ingram hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Let's go! Let's go!
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300! Exit! Exit! Watch the shade! Hey, flag! Flag! Watch the shit!
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
88!
To throw on second and 6. Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. White left.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Garoppolo and the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds and being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now on second down, this is Gurley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam. Teammate. Slam.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 18. On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 8 yards out, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hey, Zoo.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not... worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Morgan.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum.
And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. Room here to run. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
That's our ball, baby. Go in the other way. 50.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. Fighting to stay upright. Able to fight through one tackle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy